They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Check smash, Panther Street, Go.
On 2nd down now, it's Shaw, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Hooker. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Hooker on 1st down. Incomplete. The Jaguars had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd and 10, Hooker back to the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. He finds his man, complete. It's Owens. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, Jack. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
We're on Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hooker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On first down, it's Ross, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw, Hooker. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score, Ravens 17, Jaguars nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Pass the 20 for a short gain, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ross, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go, Reed, go!
They run with Hightower. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 17-0 our score after one. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Here we go, here we go!
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. 3rd down. Hooker looks to throw it. And a quick throw here that's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pressure comes and it's blocked. The Ravens block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters are the ones who can catch it, one step, and get rid of the football. Those are the ones you want. Anything more than one step in the NFL, you're flirting with disaster.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens take the blocked punt and convert it into 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Warrior 70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Street. Ready.
On 3rd down, Shaw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Hooker. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a bootleg with Hooker. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing, Hooker. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It sort of looks like they started some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check smash. Go.
He'll keep it himself. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. Sanders' kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. A yard all they need, but it's third down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And quickly they get to the line.
2 yards on the play.
They go play action now. Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 33. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready? Panther Street! Panther Street! Ready?
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Next to score, Ravens 34, Jaguars 3.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Third. Right there.
They go play action. Here's Hooker.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Jaguars 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Check that.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe...
And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Go check.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Here's Hooker.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Hooker now, third and long.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Hooker's going to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Now Hooker.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Being chased out left.
And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 30 yards.
And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jaguars 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On third down, it's Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
55 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go. Panther Street. Panther Street. 60 Bison, 6, Panther 11, Panther 11. Panther 60, Panther 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Go.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ready.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check, hurt. Ready.
Now a give right side. Ross. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Ready.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Hooker. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ready up.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's good.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Ross. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Go, Chap. Hut.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 3rd down, Shaw. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And they take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.